Alright then, ladies and gents, so let's get the party started. Looking at the bubbles, right away we can see that we are experiencing a little bit of a pullback, right? We saw a little bit of a greenery yesterday and then boom, right? It's funny, usually when we are expecting a pump, that's what's happening. But anyways, guys, I do have a couple of different charts and data basically, for overall market that supports, well, my statement for today, which is basically altcoins and everything else, including Kaspa, I believe, pumping towards the upside in coming days, weeks, God knows when exactly, but I'm going to show you everything. And of course, we are going to cover Kaspa. So if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing and remember that this video is not financial advice. Right, guys, maybe let's start with fear and greed. Okay, so according to CoinMarketCap, we are sitting at number 63, but very interestingly, we are sitting at number 79 according to CoinGlass. Crypto actually, well, dipped a little bit, so I don't really see the reason, why that would increase, at least on CoinGlass. But all right, let's move, guys. Looking at the dashboard, nothing really has changed in the last 24 hours in terms of market cap, right? We are roughly at the same number, and volume is sitting at 140, and ranking is sitting at number 47. And now, guys, couple of different X's that I have found for you today. So Kaspa Samurai is uploading this. Lots of infighting between Kaspa holders. Regular people blame influencers, influencers blame devs, devs blame Hamas, and this means we already bottomed out. Guys, this is actually funny, right? People are blaming influencers and all of this, but you have to remember that, influencers are basically the same people as you are. The only difference between us is that we are actually taking an effort to make these videos, right? Not only about crypto, but just in general, okay? We have same access to the information all over the world. Anyways, Kaspa, the token powering the GhostDAG protocol, is now tradable on Neverless. It's the only place where it can be bought and sold fee-free at best price. Well, fee-free at best price doesn't really make sense, but whatever, guys, I'm just letting you know what I have found. Okay, so I believe that this is kind of a good thing. And now, guys, we've got Jim posting this, which is very interesting, so listen up. He says that history doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. Don't let people convince you that year going sideways is bearish. Look at Ethereum in 2016 before the cycle peak in 2017. Look at Kaspa in 2024 before the likely cycle peak in 2025. If Kaspa looks to you like it can't do more this cycle, he thinks that you're looking at the wrong historical data. 2025 is likely to see BTC dominance dropping while the strongest altcoins rip hard. Kaspa fundamentals are second to none, and the chart is also excellent. As you can see, Ethereum has gone sideways for a year in an uptrend before experiencing major additional gains. BTC has had moments like this too. He doesn't think that it's time to get bearish on Kaspa going into 2025. Bullish on both fundamentals and the chart. He thinks that it will be a top performer this cycle when all is said and done. And he wouldn't sleep easier holding anything else. Well, alright, so guys, obviously he's right, well, based on this chart, right? So this is Ethereum on weekly, and we've got Kaspa on 2 weekly on the bottom, right? So, well, very similar scenario in here, right? We see that Kaspa is trading sideways for such a long time, that area of BS that, we are all experiencing at the moment. However, Ethereum basically experienced the same thing, guys, right? So, only because the chart is going this way and there is some drama with Shy and all of this, which I don't really think is that important, doesn't mean that Kaspa is going to go, to only, let's say, 80 cents or $1 or maybe $2 like Crypto John said. At the end of the day, Crypto John, is sharing his opinions. That's why remember that this video is not financial advice, right? And now, guys, speaking about Shy, this is something that he have posted. Don't assume I don't do anything for Kaspa just because updates on my work are scarce. I've been working my ass off of the next segment of GhostDAG that will finally gives a detailed, approachable, in-depth explanation of how Kaspa implements GhostDAG. It has taken a long time because it is a highly involved and intricate piece of writing, spread over around 10k words and 6 posts that will be published at once. I'm so thrilled of the thought of finally sharing it with the world, hopefully within a couple of weeks, and there are also other surprises under work. Just hang tight. Guys, so this is very bullish that Shy, has posted. This is something that we want to see on his account. Obviously, he's the developer, and, we would like to see Kaspa related posts post. Okay, so big shout out to Mr. Shy. And now guys, let's move on, because Mr. Kaspa is pointing this out. All-time highs for hash rate that has increased to 1.55 exahash per second. Looking at this chart that is uploaded by a Crypto Pro Style, Kaspa is going to $1 much sooner than you think. The pumps happen suddenly and quickly without letting you know. Study Kaspa. Well, exactly guys. Well, looking at this power law, I believe, chart, we can see that last time basically Kaspa, well, dipped slightly below this line, this purple color. Well, after that we had huge pumps for Kaspa, guys. Of course, I'm not telling you that only because I said that now Kaspa is going to pump, you know, towards $1 tomorrow, but it means that we have probably bottomed out. Okay, and who really knows for how many days we are going to experience that, you know, boredom, you know, with crypto. It's not only Kaspa, guys, because you see what's happening. Like other altcoins are basically pumping, dumping, and all of this, right? We need significant push from the standpoint of Bitcoin's dominance, and this is when we are going to see actual pumps for altcoins. Anyways, ladies and gents, let's have a look at short time frame for Kaspa. So this is for hourly, guys. Unfortunately, the cascading effect of bearishness, at least on 4 hourly, is currently occurring for Kaspa. So what I see, at least based on technicals, without even looking at heat map of liquidity, I could safely assume that we are going to, let's say, get supported in here at a level roughly of 11 cents 5. Well, stochastic RSI, it's basically almost bottomed. And now guys, looking at MACD, 4 hourly actually is showing us bearish cross. Okay, and we've got the first volume bar in here in color red. Okay, so that's most likely going to pull back Kaspa to this level. And apologies guys, because that was my mistake. Currently Kaspa is trading at 11 cents 5, 11 cents 6, and it could actually dip to 11 cents 3, well, based on this support. Okay, if we are going to, let's say, reach the level of these wicks event, that's going to be 5%, and that's going to be 11 cents 05. Well, I don't really think that this is going to scare people, because obviously Kaspa scared a lot of people already. So now looking at, let's say, hourly guys, let's see if we can well, technically find significant pattern in here. Well, what we can definitely see is that Kaspa is creating lower lows. Okay, and this is what's going on at the moment. Okay, let me actually delete this thing. So now guys, well, unfortunately Kaspa is going to have to look towards breaking out of this level roughly of 12 cents in order to kind of, you know, reclaim bullish momentum, right? We can even extend this downward trend line up to here even, right? We've got some confirmations with this previous level of support. We got it in here. There you go, this level at 13 cents 1, and at the moment that's what Kaspa is going to have to you know, break through in order to kind of well, again, maintain that bullish momentum. All right, so from the standpoint of the chart guys, perhaps Kaspa is, well, creating some sort of a triangle, okay, with obviously deviations towards the downside, right? But once this is going to break out, I believe things are going to definitely heat up towards the upside, right? And as per these expos, this is the thing guys, right? Because crypto can do, well, nothing basically for weeks and months, and then once it's going to shoot up like crazy, people are going to be basically too late, and they are going to be degening into these green dildo candles, right? Anyways, daily is showing us that MACD is still traveling towards the downside, and stochastic RSI basically, well, kind of printed fake out in here, right? 1 or 2 days ago. Nonetheless, guys, this is just a short term, right? And in order to kind of show you what I'm talking about, let's actually have a look at BTC, all right? So guys, this is where BTC was trending for such a long time, right? Let me actually have a look and show you guys roughly when BTC basically saw these local all-time highs at the time. That was basically 212 days of trading sideways for top crypto number 1. Okay, so why do you think that Kaspa is trading sideways at the moment, right? I think it's normal, okay, because even BTC is doing the same thing. Anyways guys, speaking about BTC, if it comes to inflows, we had nothing yesterday, but I would imagine, you know, that's due to Christmas, the first day of Christmas. By the way, Merry Christmas to everybody. And for Ethereum, it's going the same. Okay, I'm not entirely sure when this is going to resume, but once it will, I'll definitely update you. And now guys, Connor pointed out that we are still in the accumulation zone. That's very funny. So, well, if we are going to reach, let's say, orange level, that's going to be what, probably around, what, like 200k, right? probably even higher, around 300. Well, not mentioning about the red ones. Okay, well, that's at least based on the rainbow price chart. Okay, so guys, I wouldn't really be worried that much if your crypto is going sideways. All right, but anyways, looking at Bitcoin, we've got well, higher levels, higher targets, well, at 158,000 to be exact, right? Because that basically happened already, right? We had this bull flag and we've got this pause, and according to Titan of Crypto, he believes that this is the current pause we are in. So if the history is going to rhyme again and repeat, we are going to see 160-ish thousand dollar Bitcoin. But remember, this is monthly chart. Moving on for BTC, we've got 2012, 2016, and 2020, and of course 2024. So funny enough is that, you know, during Christmas time, well, or at least around in 2012 and 2013 run, we had this huge pullback, okay, around the time. So Christmas 2016, we had such situation, okay? So crypto basically pumped and then dipped immediately, then pumped a little bit and then dipped, and then we have experienced that parabolic run for BTC. Christmas 2020, right? So right before Christmas, we had this little pullback or whatever, and at the moment, guys, this is what's going on, okay? So definitely BTC can pull, or actually it can properly take off. All right, nonetheless, I believe that Bitcoin is going to, well, probably gearing up towards the next leg, towards the upside. All right, now looking at altcoins, actually pointed out by Mr. Crypto Rover, looking at total market cap excluding top 10, we see that every single time around Christmas we are basically experiencing that altcoin season, well, post halving year, right, or current halving year. So then we've got again Christmas 2021, and we've got Christmas 2025, 2024, 2025, guys, right? So perhaps we are basically standing at the verge of this breakout that I'm talking about for so many months already on the channel. But anyways, let's move on, because Max is pointing Ethereum's chart out, and he says that Ethereum is loading up for something big. Guys, this pattern, okay, is a bullish pattern, and that is a macro chart, guys. All right, so I wouldn't expect that breakout, well, let's say next hour. Nonetheless, guys, once this is going to break and let's say reach level of 7,297 to be exact, just like the dude pointed out on his chart, nonetheless, maybe for Ethereum it isn't a big of a pump, okay, considering the fact that you are investing less than, let's say, 10, 20, 30, 40,000 US. Well, but obviously for market cap it's a lot, so that's going to spark that altcoin season phase 2 rally. Okay, and now, ladies and gents, looking at liquidity. All right, so now everybody is shorting BTC. That's something that we want to see, because most likely the price of BTC is going to go towards the upside. So guys, correct me if I'm wrong, I was saying that basically BTC can potentially dip towards these levels that you currently see, and then probably gear up towards, you know, higher levels, 100K, well, a little bit over 100K. So bulls, I guess, are taking control. And now looking at Kaspa on Binance on a daily, let's say, so everybody's shorting again on Kaspa, and now let's have a look in here if anything has changed, right? So we've got daily, everybody is shorting our beloved Kaspa. Let's have a look at the heat map in this case, ladies and gents, and let's click on Binance 24 hourly perpetual. Kaspa currently is in search for liquidity. Now we've got around 150K in terms of that leverage, okay, but that leverage is basically towards the upside. So, well, based on the logic, guys, everybody is basically shorting Kaspa, but there's no liquidity in here, okay? There are very little levels, okay, almost none. So I believe that Kaspa is going to gear towards the levels of, let's say, 12 cents too. Well, but probably firstly is going to do that little dive. Okay, so let me actually show you that on the chart. Let me go back and let's put on 4 hourly, right? Because I know I was mentioning about 4 hourly, right? So guys, we basically got well, this situation, and potentially we can see some deviation towards the downside, just like we have experienced in here for Kaspa, and then potentially, of course, I'm not entirely sure, but potentially, guys, based on the liquidity level, Kaspa could gear up towards level of 12 cents too, at least. Okay, so if that is going to happen and Kaspa basically is going to dip towards level that it already did previously, that is going to be a little pump of, let's say, 9%. Well, maybe not a big pump, but still 10% is better than nothing. Anyways, guys, let's have a look at BTC dominance on 4 hourly. So what happened in the last 24 hours, ladies and gents? So that was what, 24th of December, so let's say from here, all right? So now the dominance basically spiked, but now we've got this huge candle that's going downward, okay? Also, we could, well, based on the patterns, of course, we could also argue that BTC dominance is kind of printing bear flag. Okay, let me actually delete the previous one, so I'm not messing this chart up, and we can clearly see that we've got this a bear flag. All right, so potentially that is playing out at the moment on 4 hourly. That's a great question. But looking at daily time frame, ladies and gents, well, stochastic RSI did whoopsie doopsie on us. That's why we cannot really trust it, you know, 100%, because things can change in an instant. However, MACD is still flattening, so that to me looks like that it's basically another confirmation. I mean, MACD is another confirmation of that potential flag. All right, well, nonetheless, even if it's not tomorrow, even if it's not in, let's say, 4 days or whatever, well, things are going to change anyways, guys, because looking at zoomed out perspective for Bitcoin's dominance, heck, we have a lot of potential, ladies and gents. Okay, so I wouldn't really be shaken out just because, you know, altcoins dipped a little bit. Anyways, let's have a look at USDT dominance. So 4 hourly for USDT dominance, well, this busted is going towards the upside again. The question is USDT dominance, at least on 4 hourly, going to be stopped out again at level 4.37%? Well, let's hope so, guys. Now let's actually have a look at MACD very quickly. So, well, MACD is basically on 4 hourly at least showing that we might go towards the upside, but let's have a look at the daily, ladies and gents. Well, so again, even if we are going to see a little bit of a further pullback on 4 hourly, shorter time frame, obviously, MACD still shows that it's flattening in here. Okay, I'm not saying that it's going to, well, do the bearish cross, because you see we've got, well, another, let's say, more bullish volume candle on a daily at least, and let's see if that is going to play the trick with us or not, guys. Okay, but again, I would probably just enjoy my time with my family and probably just cool down a little bit, ladies and gents, and just wait for these damn pumps. I hope that this helps, and as always, guys, peace and love, crypto.